This episode is brought to you by Suarez Tax Services, your trusted tax partner, 510 West Main Street at Suite 105 in El Centro, California. Contact Estela Suarez, your tax preparer and notary republic at Suarez Tax Services at yahoo.com, or just give them a call, 760-693-5032. Once again, that's 760-693-5032. Suarez Tax Services, professional and ethical tax preparer, California public notary, and assistance with all types of applications or forms. Mobile services are also available. Once again, that's Suarez Tax Services, your trusted tax partner. Now on with the episode.
This is From Under the Sun, and I am Bertie Allison. Episode 13, The Morning Fog, Navigating Life Before the Brew. There exists a peculiar twilight zone of human consciousness, that gray, bewildering stretch of time between waking up and having your first cup of coffee. It is a realm not unlike the foggy landscapes of an early Dickens novel, where you wandered bewilderedly through your own home, uncertain of where you are, who you are, or why you thought wearing two different socks was a bold fashion statement for the day. Before coffee, you're not yourself. You're an unshaped blob of potential energy, a Picasso sketch of a human, not yet colored in. The world itself seems vaguely sinister. The walls close in slightly. The toaster, you're convinced, is plotting against you. Words have no weight, time has no meaning, and gravity itself feels optional. It starts, of course, with the alarm clock. The alarm clock is an instrument of torture invented by someone who clearly never had to live without coffee. It's a jaggling, squeaking siren of misery that jolts you from the embrace of your dreams. Dreams where coffee flows freely and mornings are optional. In your half-awake state, you make a swipe for it, aiming for that snooze button, but instead knocking your phone off the nightstand, where it clatters onto the floor like a miniature act of vengeance. You stumble to the kitchen, a heroic journey that rivals anything Odysseus endured. Along the way, you stub your toe on a chair that was not there yesterday. It's moved clearly. And briefly considered lying down on the floor to nap until someone invents intravenous caffeine delivery systems. But no, you soldier on. You reach the coffee machine, your beacon of hope in the encroaching fog. Then you remember. You forgot to set it up the night before. No coffee grounds in the basket, no water in the reservoir. Just a cold, mocking emptiness staring back at you. You had one job, you mutter, shaking your head at your past self, who was clearly negligent, possibly drunk, and undoubtedly asleep on the job. As you fumble with the coffee canister, your hands tremble like a minor character in a medical drama. You spill grounds on the counter. No problem, you think. That's future year's problem. You pour in the water, hit the brew button, and stand there watching, waiting, like a parent at a science fair, willing the machine to succeed. The minutes stretch into years. The drip, drip, drip of the brewing process mocks you. You are aware of the absurdity of standing there, staring at liquid slowly descending into a pot. But you can't leave. The fog holds you captive. You cannot trust yourself to do anything else. Least of all, operate heavy machinery like a toaster, or light machinery like a toothbrush. And then the moment. The first steaming cup. It is warm in your hands, and as you take that first sip, the fog begins to lift. The world tilts back onto its axis. Colors seem brighter. Birds begin to sing. The toaster, it turns out, wasn't plotting against you. It's just a toaster. And you're actually quite fond of it. You start to feel the tingling hum of humanity return to your limbs. Words gain meaning. Socks match again. Before coffee, you were adrift, a ghost haunting your own life. After coffee, you are you. And though you will undoubtedly spill some of that coffee on your shirt within the next 5 minutes, you won't mind. Coffee forgives all.
Another thank you to our sponsors, Suarez Tax Services, your trusted tax partner. Give Estelle Suarez a call at 760-693-5032 or email them at suareztaxservices@yahoo.com. Thanks again to our sponsor.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our Facebook page, From Under the Sun. Listen to us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast. Go to our webpage, FromUnderTheSun.com, where you can read along to this essay. Thank you for listening.
Good job, man.